Can a narcissist change with tough love? Can a narcissist be healed with care, compassion, and concern? Can a narcissist get rid of their narcissism if they recognize it? Well, these are the tough questions that I get asked quite often on my social media channels. And to be honest with you, it's extremely hard to answer these questions in maybe a couple of words, in a yes or a no, because there has to be some kind of in-depth explanation to cover the reasoning behind why, if they change, why, if they cannot, why so. And that is what we will be covering today. Hi, I am Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional, and today I'll be talking about, can a narcissist change with love? And before we begin, make sure that you subscribe to this channel by pressing that subscribe button, because it's extremely important for me to grow and share this awareness. And if you would like to be a part of it, please contribute by subscribing to this channel and press that bell icon so that you stay updated. So let's get started. Now, let me ask you a question before I begin talking about whether or not it is possible for a narcissist to change. Why are you watching this video at the first place at this moment? What that actually means is that you are seeking help in one or the other way. And what is the primary reason behind you seeking help and you watching this video? Because you recognize that there is a problem that needs to be solved or that needs solution, which is the ultimate reason that brought you here to this video and you're watching and listening to me right now. The same thing applies to every situation that needs to change. The person that you're talking about, the person that is in the picture, if there is a problem with them, they first have to recognize that there is a problem within them. And once they recognize that there is a problem, then and only it is possible for them to take responsibility after awareness and then slowly work on the change. The layer of the false self that the narcissist covers him or herself with on the surface level is created for the purpose of projection, for the purpose of avoidance. The main presumption and the assumption behind having this false self is that nothing is wrong with me. Whatever is wrong with me, or whatever is the problem that I'm experiencing, is because of someone else. So you can see that there is the complete lack of reflection and insight, which in other words or simple words means that they do not consider that there is a problem within them. Now, if they do not consider that there is a problem within them, how would they change? If someone thinks that every problem, everything that, even their own behaviors and every problem in a given situation is because of someone else, is because of other factors except them, how would they be able to take responsibility and then work on the change? It is impossible. If there is no reflection, if there is no awareness, it is impossible for a person to change. Now, let's come to the second possible scenario, where if the narcissist becomes aware and starts reflecting a little bit, which is highly unlikely to happen, but let's say that that happens, they are still not going to change. Why? Because the ways through which they operate, the behaviorisms, the mannerisms, the techniques, the way they operate in this world and in this reality, it is something that has worked for them for years. It's a defense mechanism that they have operated through since they started operating through it. And now that they get their things, they get the supply through it, it's going to be extremely hard for them, for a narcissist, to abandon this crumbling system, this defense system of narcissism, and look inside, deal with the real issue of trauma or whatever the real concern is within them, take radical responsibility of it, and then work on it. It is extremely hard to happen. It's not going to happen because of, again, repeating myself, two primary reasons. One, they do not think there is a problem within them, and even if they think, or a little reflection happens, they are not going to give up their ways, because they have these ways have worked for them for years. Now, coming to the question, the main question of this video or the podcast, if you're listening to this on a podcast channel, that can they change with love? Now, if you shower someone with love, care, affection, kindness, but they do not think that there is a problem, there is an issue within their personality, what would be the use of this love? What would they do with the love that you shower them with? Let's suppose that you see or you understand that they were traumatized as a child, and then you think that, maybe you loving them, you nurturing them now, you giving them what they never got in their childhood might change them. But what would they do with that love if they do not recognize where to put it? If they do not understand, or if they do not give it a way to go deep inside and accept it there, what and how would they change? What would change in them if they use this love, empathy, sympathy, kindness, whatever it is, just to exploit you further? Which means that nothing that is in your capacity, be it loving them more, giving them more, having no boundaries with them, letting them walk all the way over you, nothing would change them, because until and unless they accept that there is something wrong within them and they think that the problem is them, and then are willing to give up the defenses, the manipulation, the gaslighting, and the stuff they do, they are really willing to give it up, there is a zero possibility of change. So if you are someone who is in a narcissistic relationship right now, be it a romantic relationship, be it with your friend, be it with your narcissistic parent, and you're wondering that if they can change, because you just want to know, as knowing plays a big role in deciding whether to leave or to stay, then this is your answer. Do not waste your further time, because you have already lost a lot. And if you waste your time more, it is you who is going to regret at the end that, why did I choose to stay for so long? Because this is what I get to see in my sessions, that people would regret at the end, that why did I give this relationship, this situation, so much time of mine. So it is best to understand that you cannot change anyone. The only person you can change ever is yourself, and that is what you have got. Leave them where they are, and it's their job from that point. This is important to understand. And I would like to leave you with one simple sentence, and that is, even if you were to sacrifice your life for the sake of them changing, they still would not change. Just let that sink in. I hope today I was able to help you understand this core concept, and this help you to get some clarity around this concept of whether or not they can change. I will talk with you very soon in the next video or the podcast, if you're listening to this on a podcast channel. Till then, let the healing begin.